with us. She actually brought almost a binder's worth here of
Lots
materials.
of information to share, Todd.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me always.
Well, it's a good thing that you're here. Our visit presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. And you come with big news today, don't
really,
you?
Really exciting news. We, nothing has been done like this in Indiana County. And so a lot of brains started turning. And so we have things like the Senior Expo and lots of other events that provide resources all in one spot. And so we have a very, very special community of veterans here in Indiana County. There's about 5,300 veterans, and we thought about coming up with an idea of an all expo for veterans. And so we're super excited to announce a Veterans Expo and Stand Down event to take place Friday, November 7th and Saturday, November 8th at the KCAC, 9 to 4 both days. And so this event will bring all of the resources that veterans could possibly need, most of them all in one location.
Wow.
Very exciting.
Yeah. And it's good that you're announcing it now, because it sounds like an event this big is going to take a whole bunch of work.
Lots of planning. I have some really special people on a committee. We've been meeting monthly for the last several months, gearing up into the official soft launch of the event. And so right now we are just fine-tuning all of those details and collecting applications for things such as sponsors, volunteers, and vendors. And just to give it the specifics of the event is going to offer breakfast and lunch, VA healthcare screenings, community healthcare screenings, housing assistance, mental health support and wellness, employment and career services. We're going to have community experts in insurance, financial services, recreational programs. And then we're also proud to offer a workshop series dedicated to talking about those touchy subjects, or more important subjects like over-the-counter medication and suicide prevention. And then I'll be giving a presentation, I do believe, Saturday afternoon on Veterans Benefits 101 and state programs. And so we're very excited. Yeah. And I said the Stand Down event, a typical stand down in the military is when you provide respite and care to your troops or your soldiers. And so we'll be offering supplies to at-risk veterans, such as jackets, hats, coats, gloves, sleeping bags, also hygiene products and non-perishable items.
Wow.
So we're very excited.
Yeah, that's an ambitious program.
Yes.
Now it's going to be taking place where?
At the KCAC, over off of IUP. Yep, we'll have the entire first floor, and they've been super supportive and are also very excited to host the event.
And it's basically all-day event, isn't it?
Yeah, it is an all-day event. You can come for a part of the event, walk around to the vendors, come and get a few things, to include free haircuts. And you don't have to come and stay. We're also going to be raffling off some amazing prizes, large prizes and small door prizes for people at the event as well.
You are also partnering with this with Veterans Leadership Program. Tell me about them.
Yeah, so they are an amazing program, working with them out of Pittsburgh office. And so they are the nonprofit that provides all resources and supportive services to veterans. And so they are our main partner for this event. And so all sponsorships and donations will be going to the Veterans Leadership Program, and they are going to be earmarking that money for this event specifically, and they will also have on-site staff as a part of that event as well. And so we're very excited and really thankful for their support.
Yeah, we've had the Veterans Leadership Program here in this segment before, and they're a very, very conscientious group, and they're very much caring for veterans, and they seem to find ways
absolutely
to help in whatever way they
possibly I call on them and they provide, and so we're really excited for that.
Yeah, you've already got some partners that are signed up.
Yeah, we do.
Sponsors.
Absolutely, and so we're proud to partner with the Pennsylvania Department of Military Veterans Affairs. You already mentioned Veterans Leadership Program, and then we're also partnering with the Department of Labor. They're going to be providing some support monetarily for the event as well. We also have some silver sponsors, and so our two silver sponsors currently right now are Robindale and Sewer Generation, and so we're so thankful for their leadership team for providing support to this event. We couldn't do it without them. And then we have community sponsors. I mentioned the Convulchick Center, and Renda Media is sponsoring the event as well. You may have heard, your listeners may have heard our commercial right now advertising and broadcasting the event. And we have a couple of friends of veterans. We have Elizabeth Hutton Group and Aging Services. And so we're so thankful. We can't do this event without those community partners and sponsorships. And so if you are interested, please reach out. All of that information, the commitment form are on our website.
So people can still sign on.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're looking for sponsorships, community vendors, if you provide services to veterans in the community, as well as volunteers, whether it's a single volunteer or a group, whether it's a church or a nonprofit or another organization. And so, yeah, we're looking for all of those things all the way up until the end of August.
Wow. So this event, the Veterans Expo and Stand Down, will be November 7th and 8th at the KCAC, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day.
Yes, each day.
And so it's a wonderful event. Where can people learn more and keep track of changes? Because I know that you're going to keep adding things to this.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. So you can find all of the information on our website. So the county website, you can Google the county website and navigate to our department, Veterans Affairs, on the county website. And then we also created, our office has a Facebook page. I know that it's long, but you can search Indiana County Department of Veterans Affairs. And on that, you'll be able to navigate to the events page. And we have a page dedicated for this event to thank our partners, to talk about exciting news or new things to be added to the event. And so more information is on there. And then all of our information, our letters and our applications are located on both sites.
It's interesting because it'll be at the KCAC, and it is so expansive there that you've got a lot of room to basically do whatever you want. So we can imagine that this being June and that being in November, there can be all kinds of different opportunities for you to say, "Man, this is something we hadn't thought of. Maybe we can do this too," and you've got the space to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Most recently at one of our committees, it was really recommended. We want military children to come and visit the event with their parents. And so we're hopefully going to be adding on a small space for the children to, be with volunteers and do coloring or some crafts and programs, while their parents walk around to the vendor and get resources that they need. So just every time that we meet, new ideas are forming and new things are forming to be able to best utilize the giant space over there at the KCAC.
Yeah, and another interesting aspect of it is the timing of it being at the beginning of November. It's the beginning of the really cold weather season is going to start up. And so for the stand down, that's going to be a really important event for those folks.
Yeah, it is. I'm super excited. And so I'm working with the Department of Defense Logistics Agency. And so I'm actually going to be ordering DOD surplus supplies. And so like boots, T-shirts, hats, gloves, cold weather jackets, and sleeping bags, that are surplus from branches and services that we'll be ordering and delivering here to the site. Everything's going to be stored over at Robert Shaw. They've been an amazing support, and we'll be distributing those supplies to any at-risk veteran that may need those leading into those colder months.
Yeah, no Jeeps though. You're not going to be able to get a Jeep out of this, or
Can't pass out the Jeep.
A military vehicle of any sort.
No Humvees.
No Humvees will be available
Humvees.
at the time, or RPGs, or anything like that.
That's right. Anything like that.
Yeah, we're not thinking along those lines.
Correct.
But will folks need to register in order to attend?
Nope, no registration. But we are asking that if you are interested on the Facebook event, there is an opportunity for you to respond to go to the event. And so if you're interested, click interested. If you're going to the event, click going, because that will help us give us an accurate amount. We just felt at this time, RSVP, it's an event. You just don't know what's going on during that time. We just want people to come. If they're able, show up for an hour, show up for the entire day. Yeah. But yeah, we are going to be utilizing that Facebook, notification on if you're going and attending to kind of give us a little bit of an idea of how many people will attend.
And since we're Indiana County Veterans Affairs, doesn't necessarily limit it to just people from Indiana County, correct?
Correct. We actually talked about this at the committee. Even though the event is focused on Indiana County resources and supplies and those sorts of things, we would never turn any veteran away. And so there's a veteran from an outer-lying county that wants to come and partake in all of the resources. We would absolutely welcome them with open arms.
So this is a very, very big event. Again, check them out on their Facebook page at Indiana County Department of Veterans Affairs and learn more and continue to follow it, because there are bound to be a number of different additions to the program.
Yes.
Looking forward to
Very
that.
exciting.
That's coming up in November. And that's not the only news you have for us today.
Yeah, I can't believe it. So, our county courthouse HR director, Melissa, emailed Amelia and I this past week, and she said, happy 1 year almost. I can't believe it. And so June 24th, my role as the new director and Amelia Nelson, her role as my admin, will mark 1 year in those new roles. And I honestly feel like I blinked, and it's been a year. It has gone by so fast, and I just really want to take the opportunity, number one, for choosing us for this role, and to thank all of our veterans and our family members who we have served and who will continue to serve. We are just so truly honored to be in this role. We are doing what we think that we should be doing to serve the county, and we're so honored and we're grateful for their continued trust and everyone's support with us in the role. And so we look forward to many more successful years.
I bet you it's been as big a job as you thought it might be, and a little bit
and
more. Right?
And more.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. There's a lot to do with the Indiana County Department of Veterans Affairs. As you think about this past year, and the job that Al did before you, and it's an amazing opportunity, as we said, to work with some wonderful folks. And Indiana County's veterans, you said there are 5,300 of them across the county. Their needs and their abilities are the whole range.
Yeah, absolutely. All branches, all ages, all wars. And what's crazy is that even though there's 5,300 counties, those that come through my office, it's a very small percentage. And so we're always doing outreach events and educating family members and veterans on the services that we provide, because we want to continue serving as many veterans as we can.
I'm guessing that if you could find that magic formula for reaching more people and helping more people, you'd love to find that.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, right now, it's been the word of mouth and just a friend telling of a friend, or hearing someone talk about, how they were helped through our office. And so that so far has been the biggest benefit. Just referrals to our office is key. And I feel like that's just a testament of, how we're taking care of those veterans. And so we're really thankful for that.
Yeah, well, events like the Veterans Expo and Stand Down coming in November, that's going to really help that outreach as well.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much.
Big things coming. Jessica Walker, thanks so much. It's always a pleasure to have you here in the
Thanks for
studio
having
with
me.
us. We appreciate it on behalf of the Indiana County Veterans Providers Group in this case. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. So we're just about 2 minutes away from the top of the hour. Fox News is coming at 9 o'clock, and then it is a check of news with Josh Whittison, and we'll do a little bit of sports. And in our next segment here on Indiana in the Morning, Tina Gibbs from PennDOT is with us. We always get the emails. Now we actually get to talk with her on the air. It's Indiana in the Morning on WCCS.